Bitcoin gets rejected at 89K again. Is the bear flag to 70K finally going to play out, or do we still have a chance to go up one more time? Let's find out. Welcome back to Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now it's 10 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 87,446. Starting off here with the weekly chart, this closes in a day and 22 hours. And as you can see, we're having a red candle right now. We're stuck in between the 80 and the 100 moving average. If we cannot get above this 80 moving average, I think I'm going to expect more downside here for Bitcoin. You can see that the stochastics RSI is rolling over. Now we had a couple of candle closes today. This 6-day chart closes in 4 days and 22 hours. You can see we have a red candle at the moment. I believe the 5-day chart closed not too long ago, and this also closed not too good. We're below the 100 moving average. On the 4-day chart, we're getting closer and closer to this 200 moving average. That's currently at 80,046. You can see we have wicks here. We're showing a lot of resistance that we cannot get past these wicks. On the 3-day chart, we're starting to get toppy now. If we zoom into the stochastics RSI, we can see that the stochastics kind of are starting to curve over. I don't know if we have the strength to make it up here above these dotted lines. This candle did close not too long ago, and as you can see, it's just been a indecisive candle, slightly red, but it closed under the 200 moving average. And I was saying, if we close under the 200 moving average again, I think we might have more downside. This 21 moving average is about to cross this 200 moving average, and that is bearish. Now on the 2-day chart, this candle also closed not too long ago, and we also closed below the 21 moving average. I was hoping for this to be a double bottom, but as more candles keep going sideways here, that starts to get negated. I'm starting to see that this is about to curve over, and we might start rolling over on the 2-day chart. On the daily chart, again, we have not been able to get above this 21 moving average ever since December 11th. Ever since then, just below the 21 moving average. We're closing another candle underneath the 21 moving average. Today we spiked up. We went all the way up to 89,567, but notice how we haven't been able to get above 90K again. 90K is nowhere to be seen. These stochastics are about to roll over again. It looks like we're about to double top here. We never made it to the top. If we roll over again, I do expect more downside. This is where I have the head and shoulder pattern that breaks us down to about 77K, and then overall we already started breaking from this bear flag that I have here, with the measured move taking us to about 70K. So that is still in the works. Now on the other time frames, we see that the 22-hour chart is starting to reset here, but again, no strength. We have not been able to get above this 21 moving average. 10-hour chart, stochastics are rolling over. We kind of top here with a tweezer tops. Ever since then, we've been falling down. On the 8-hour chart, we're also rolling over again. We're below the 21 moving average. This is not looking good. 4-hour chart, stochastics are starting to maybe curve up from the bottom, but as you can see, we went towards the 200 moving average again, and we were not able to break it. This is where I have a possible head and shoulder pattern. It's the 4-hour chart, so this might take a while to play out. Left shoulder head, and now that we were not able to get above this 200 moving average, I would have to say that this is the right shoulder. So I would expect us to possibly continue to go down. The only thing that could save us is if the stochastics start to roll up, and once again we could get above this 200 moving average, which is at 89,300. If we cannot do that, I would expect more downside. On the 1-hour chart, we see that the stochastics are on the way up, but we're below key levels with these moving averages, and this could be some type of a bear flag right here. This is also looking to me like some type of head and shoulder, left shoulder head, and if we cannot get above this 200 or 21 moving average, this could also be a right shoulder. That measured move would take us possibly to 84K, pretty similar to the 4-hour chart. And on the 15-minute chart, the stochastics here are toppy. We're below the 200 moving average. Anytime that we got above it, as you can see here, we drop back down. This was kind of like a head and shoulder pattern here that we did earlier, and we just came all the way down. This kind of looks like a bear flag that's forming. So we will have to hold these levels of 87K. We've dropped down like a little bit below 87 to like 86 and change, and we've been able to pop back up to 89K, but we have not been able to get back above 90K. If we lose 87K, go back into the 86, then it's more probable that we'll go back to 85, 84K, and possibly lower to 80K. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.